long have you been acting?
Oh, God, a long time, actually. I started way back when I was like your age. So, I'd say about 20 years or so. I just started doing a lot of film acting, though, within these past couple of years. I was mostly just into stage and, dinner theater, community theater, stuff like that.
How long have you been a part of this web series?
Since the very beginning, I remember auditioning. I came in and auditioned for Megan in Seattle, and I just responded to an open call that she put out on one of those actors' call boards. And I think I was cast like the next day, which really surprised me because I didn't think I gave a good audition at all. And then the next thing I know, I get a call and she's like, "Yeah, we cast her as the dad." I was like, "All right."
What do you enjoy about this web series?
I love being around the young kids, because I'm over 50. And being around all that young energy and the vibrancy and the excitement, it reminds me that it was fun. Because after you start acting professionally for a while, it becomes a job, and you forget that it's really fun and exciting. And so I really enjoyed the hell out of that part of it. I really did.
How do you feel about playing your character? What do you like about them? What do you not like about them?
I would love to come back, because so far, I don't see another scene with me in it, and I'd really like to explore this character more. I like him. I think he has a lot of pent-up energy and a lot of emotion going on, and the guy is carrying around a lot of baggage, and I would really like to explore that and see the interrelationship with his kids, because right now it's a little bit tenuous, where the series is right now, it's a little bit tenuous, and I'd like to see where the writer goes with it.
What's the hardest part when it comes to being your role?
Being angry. He's kind of an angry guy. Karl has some... like I said, he has baggage, especially against his kids and how they feel about him. And that's kind of hard for me because I'm not typically the type of person who holds on to that type of stuff. I just let it go, and Karl isn't. So that was kind of hard for me.
Describe who your character is to you.
Karl is a guy who's confused about himself. I don't think he has a real good bead on priorities of life, because he seems to be putting himself in front of his kids at this point in time. It's almost like he's using his own kids in a tug of war, and I don't think that's fair. And that's why I'm so curious to see where the writer takes me. If the writer takes me anywhere, it'd be really curious, because I'd like to see Karl realize that.
Who is your favorite character and why?
Well, Karl. Because he's complex. No, oh God, I don't have a favorite. I really don't. I like the interaction with all of them, because I think they're all right in their own way, and they're all wrong in their own way. I don't have a favorite. I really don't.
What storyline can you relate to the most?
I think the storyline about eating disorders, I think, because I've known people with eating disorders in my life, and it really touches a chord with me. And that whole idea of who am I and am I good enough, I think is one that's important to pursue.
What do you really feel about the family?
They need counseling. They need serious long-term family counseling. I hope they all discover that soon.
Is there a character you just can't stand?
No, there's really not. I think people in general are interesting. I think talking to people about where they came from and where they're going is an interesting thing to watch. And because I'm not so intimately involved with all of those characters, it gives Karl a chance to kind of sit back and just watch it all play out.
What's your favorite episode?
I love the Thanksgiving episode. Yes, okay, so I'm in that. I understand. But I think it's one that everyone can relate to. I mean, who has not had that screwed up family dynamic at Thanksgiving? Who has never had one of those family fights at Thanksgiving? Nobody. And I think it's honest, it's real, it's kind of funny if you're not involved in it, and if you're not the people being yelled at, it can be real amusing.
Do you have a favorite scene out of the whole thing?
Yes, there is a scene in the bathroom where, oh God, who's the character? I forget her name. Is cutting, and that really, it says a lot. It says a lot in a very short period of time.
Who do you like working with so far?
You know, I like everybody. When you're cast in these web series or you work with people you don't know, it's always a crapshoot. Because you always wind up having somebody who's a diva or somebody who's just obnoxious. But that has not been true on this show. Everybody has been treating each other pretty much with a lot of respect, at least from what I've seen. Everybody has been very pleasant to me, very respectful, accommodating. It's been an all-around wonderful experience.
What motivates you as an actor?
Exploring the hard answers. I think it's very easy to read a script and say, oh, this person's angry or this person's whatever it is. And to look beyond that and to try and see different reasons of why they're doing what they're doing is exciting to me. I find that interesting.
Tell us about your past projects. What's one of the favorite, funniest memories from acting?
Oh, wow. I was living in Sacramento, California. This was a number of years ago, and I was working at a dinner theater, and we did rep theater. We had a musical running while we rehearsed a stage play, and then we did the stage play while we rehearsed the musical. And I was in most of the stage plays, very few of the musicals, because I don't sing. And I had to play a guy who was trying to pull one over on the IRS by dressing up as his roommate's wife. And it was a farce, and there was a lot of falling down, slamming of doors, misunderstandings, and it was a hoot. I mean, it was pure fun, absolute fun.
What do you think could happen to your character?
I think what could happen to him is he can get himself into deep trouble. I see a lot of illegal activity, maybe drug dealing perhaps, or because, you know, he's heavily involved in that club. Because it's alluded to that he owns a club. And in club, a lot of illegal activities go on. So I see him getting into a lot of trouble making very bad decisions. And I could even see his kids having to come to his rescue for a change. I could so see that happening because I don't think Karl is really thinking straight these days.
Anything else you want to say about working on this project?
I just would like to say thanks to the producer and the director of the show and everybody involved in that aspect for a really wonderful experience. Something that I will always remember, and it's been a heck of a lot of fun. And bring me back. 'Cause I wanna come back.
You're coming back.